Donald Trump wanted a ceasefire in Gaza. Netanyahu said no. Bombs kept falling. 61 people died in a single night, despite Trump's repeated calls to stop. What you're about to see is how America's plan to pause the war didn't just fail, it backfired. This is a story of how Washington's biggest gamble, the Gaza ceasefire plan, turned into Trump's biggest humiliation on the global stage. Last night, the world thought it was witnessing history. America had announced a plan. Gaza would get a temporary halt to bombings. Hamas would begin releasing hostages. For the first time in weeks, people dared to hope. And then it collapsed in real time, on live TV, on social media. Within hours, Netanyahu's government not only rejected key parts of the plan, they intensified the bombing. And Trump, the man who announced the deal as a major breakthrough, he suddenly looked like a president who wasn't in control of his own policy. Let's break this down. The US plan was simple. 1. Israel pauses bombing. 2. Hamas begins releasing hostages. 3. A Palestinian interim government takes shape. 4. Hamas eventually disarms. 5. Israel withdraws. That's what Trump's team sold to the world. But Netanyahu went on record saying the opposite. He said, Phase 2, Hamas will be disarmed. We will force their surrender. This will happen through our military campaign. Translation, the bombs won't stop. The siege will continue, and America can't tell us otherwise. Trump even tried to put a positive spin on it. Quote, I appreciate Israel has temporarily stopped the bombing. We will get this done quickly. But even as he said it, even as the White House tried to frame this as progress, Israeli jets were still hitting Gaza. By the next morning, 61 Palestinians were dead, another 70 injured. Think about that. He announced a ceasefire. The very next day, more people died than before. It's not just policy failure, it's a credibility meltdown. And the world noticed. Madrid, tens of thousands marching with Palestinian flags. London, crowd shouting, Free Palestine. Los Angeles, protesters outside the Israeli consulate holding signs saying, Genocide planned here. This isn't just the Middle East anymore. This is a global street movement, and America's fingerprints are all over it. For a generation raised on social media, the Gaza war has become a symbol, not just of Israel versus Hamas, but of what happens when the world's most powerful country claims to stand for peace and then stands back as bombs keep falling. And Hamas, sensing the moment, struck back. According to reports, a deadly ambush killed multiple IDF soldiers inside Gaza. This is the other side of the ceasefire story, the part nobody in Washington wants to talk about. When you announce a pause but don't deliver, you create the perfect conditions for escalation. Hamas used that pause to regroup, Israel used it to retarget, and civilians paid the price.